Greetings. Here we are. Keen-eyed listeners are here on the live stream. We were a little bit late because it's Zach's fault. Just blame Zach.
It's always Zach's fault.
Yeah. What's going on, people? Who's here?
We're here and we're painting. Andrew, I saw you posted all your metal orcs already, so what are you painting now?
I'm working on some specters. I got some specters in the mail. Zach says he can't hear me. Check, check. Is this any better? This is loud. I'm going.
I could hear you when I had you on the live stream. I think he's messing with us again.
I think so.
Dude, let's put it out there right now that Zach should have been here tonight.
Yeah, Zach should have been here tonight.
We're upset with him.
We're displeased. We're not happy. That's pretty usual, though. It's like standard stuff.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
This is as loud as I'm going. People can't hear me. I guess I could bump myself up more. I'm already louder.
Or if we get a credible source saying we're not loud enough, because Zach's not a credible source at this point.
No, he's not. No, not at all. He's not a credible source. Although, yeah, I think this is a little bit better.
Ah, see? DJ, man, dude, I love reading YouTube names. DJ Jimmy 91 says he hears us. It's so funny. Everybody's like handle or whatever you want to call it is crazy, and then you click on their little profile picture and it just says a normal name. It'll be like Evan Connors or something like that.
Or perhaps even James Marth.
Is that who this is?
It is James Marth. Welcome, James Marth.
Dude, I love the handle.
DJ, yeah, Jimmy 91.
There you go. There's layers to it. Layers to this, man. Speaking of layers, I have painted my first models in a real way in like a year.
Yeah,
And I'm staying on the hype train. I'm base coating a Dark Marshal and some Morgul Stalkers right now.
I thought you already painted Dark Marshal.
Sorry, this is him on horse.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get him done. Him done, these Morgul Stalkers, and then I think my Army of the Great Eye is ready to show up to games night. Maybe later this week. I think I might be having a games night later this week. So we'll see.
I have a sweet Great Eye marker I painted up if you ever want to use that at a tournament.
How did you do? Is that like a 3D printer, or where did you find something like that?
I literally just painted the Great Eye on a 25 mil base.
Oh, freehand in it, eh?
Oh yeah. You had to get good somehow, right?
Good. Yeah, someday, somehow. Sorry, what were you painting, Andrew? I don't know if I was paying attention.
I'm painting Spectres.
Spectres.
One of each. I got the Numenorian. I'm just finishing up some highlights on him.
Did you go super ghost looky, or?
I did the same as my Bear Whites, that bluish ghost skin color. I guess it's not skin.
Oh yeah, let us know what you guys are doing. This is Chris says he's not painting, but he dusted off the hot wire table and cut a bunch of foam. And Chris, is this foam for Lord of the Rings, or is this foam for I see you posting in our off-topic thread a bunch with these little dwarf ships.
Yeah, it's a cool model.
It's really cool. I need to start painting something other than Lord of the Rings. I have a bunch of like Star Wars Shatterpoint, some Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff. Need
Yeah,
to
I
take a
think
break.
once I'm done, I got these three specters. I got the Shadow. I got, what is it, Nazrak, the Stealing guy, who's
Yeah.
Legacied, and then I got the Witch King.
Well, Nasdaq isn't Legacy.
The Stealing guy, he's not Legacied.
No, I don't think any of the Angmar stuff got Legacy because it like literally just came out before the new edition. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain he's not Legacy.
Okay. Either way, I'll never use him, but I'm gonna paint him, unless they change the rules to make him decent. But once I paint, what was that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more models, I'm gonna do some 40k. I got a bunch of stuff primed here that I want to get off my pile.
Tyranid or Death Guard?
Some Tyranid stuff. I got these 3 Tyrant Guards, and I got Death Leaper.
Nice.
And a lot more. a lot more. But that stuff's already primed. I want to get that done. Jacob says, Emyn Frodo, Sam Gollum. Then palette cleansing with an AOS Spearhead. Cool. What Sigmar army did you buy? Not that I'm gonna know what it is, maybe.
I saw like a sweet. There was a video on, I don't know, Facebook or YouTube or something of like an old AOS trailer where it was the I don't know what they're even called, the Storm guys, the Lightning guys against the Rat Boys.
Skaven, yeah.
Skaven, that's it. And dude, the cinematic trailers they come up with for these miniature games are unreal.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah, and it's like um we need the actual like shows.
Well, in Warhammer
Actual
Plus, there's stuff.
but like how much are they actually putting out like seasons of shows? Or are they
Not seasons. It's a bunch of like 3 to 10 episode kind of things.
Yeah, I forget what the show is called, but I think on Amazon they put out like a bunch of different games. They each got like one episode or something for different fantasy things. There's a Warhammer one that I
Yeah,
watched.
that was awesome.
It was really cool.
That was so
Really,
cool.
really cool.
Really like that. It was like kind of like psychedelic too, a little bit. It's like very.
Yeah.
It encapsulated like the fullness of like 40k, where it's like there's fighting, sure, but then there's like there's also battle being done on a whole nother plane of existence, like the psychic realm. And then like they had the psyker in the box to come out as like he's a human, but he's like a tool basically. It was so cool. Very 40k. They did a good job. Robert Anderson yesterday said he didn't know if he could make it, but he's here listening from the Go Bus. Thank you, Robert. You're dedicated.
Good guy. That's a good guy right there. Now he won Best Painted yesterday, right?
Best painted and best conversion.
Was that for did he bring his Defenders of Helm's Deep stuff that he's been doing, or did he bring his Usurper stuff?
He brought his Usurper's display board and his Defenders of Helm's Deep new army, which I had the pleasure of playing against, which was a lot of fun. And yeah, it all looked really, really good.
Cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
Soul Blight Grave Lords. Is that just GW trademark speak for undead, for skeletons? Oh yeah, they would make decent proxies, specifically for game night and non-tournaments. I like that. I'm debating whether we do the tournament review now. I guess we could. I guess I can just chat about the tournament. now.
Yeah, you TO'd it, right? Like,
I TO'd it and I had to play in it, which I didn't really want to do.
was it that bad?
Yeah, so it was okay. Like people weren't like complaining to me, um, but it was not as smooth as I wanted it to go. Tabletop Admiral was giving me some issue. There was like wrong pairings. I don't know what happened, but like people weren't being paired properly.
Really?
Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. I had to pick like avoid duplicate matchup and avoid duplicate tables, and then it would pair like according to like to TPs and then VPs. But if I didn't click that, it was just pairing like randomly.
Mm. Yeah, I never seen that before. I know he's messing around with a bunch of different tournaments that are trying to run different ways. So maybe that's getting caught in the crossfire. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's annoying though.
The
It's annoying for
JBL's
people.
getting into AOS. That's a dangerous game. I think I'd play Old World before Sigmar. I have a ton of Empire stuff that one day I'll paint. One day far away from now, probably. That I might slap chop.
Well, Old World is like a tremendous amount of models, isn't it? Like one unit is going to be like 20 or 30 people, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough in me to go and get into another deep lore.
Yeah, you already have 40k stuff.
Yeah, it'd be a big jump. And like there's so much Star Wars and Marvel stuff out there too, so
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know how we got into that, back onto that, but yeah, the tournament. Yeah, Robert says tournament ran fine. Thank you, Robert. That's very kind of you. Even though I during the first, after the first game, when like all the pairings are wrong, I redid the pairings and I was paired with Robert because I lost my first game too. And I was like, oh, in front of everyone, I was like, Robert, you got destroyed that game, right? And I was like, oh, probably wasn't really nice to say because I also didn't do very well. So it made sense that we were matched.
what'd you take as your ringer list?
I just brought standard army veterans.
Nice.
Just I was gonna bring my host of the Witch King, but I was like, this is not a fun ringer list to play against.
No, no.
Just like hero shutdown and terror tricks everywhere. But yeah, Robert reminded me. I was like running around like a chicken with my head cut off. That I didn't even really notice that a rock came flying through one of the windows in the shop, like right in the middle of lunch, I think.
What?
Yeah, like a rock came like flying in and like broke the window.
Some, like someone threw a rock, or
Nobody knows what happened. Nobody saw what happened. We think it
how
like
big is the rock?
the hole in the window was like that big. You can't see.
No, I'm not looking at you.
How much is that? It's like 4 inches across,
Holy.
4 or 5 inches across. They had to like break the whole window and put a new one in. Um, so that happened. So it was a little drafty. Luckily, you know, it's a hobby store, so a little fresh air
Bunch of
never
sweaty,
hurts.
bunch of sweaty nerds in there.
Yeah. Um, yeah, that was fun. Testimonies is great. The 8 tables obviously is our biggest problem with it, but Tim and I were talking about maybe some solutions to that, to maybe getting some more people in there. So see what happens with there later this year, hopefully. Um, yeah, I was just ringering, so I wasn't like I was just like playing like bottom table or like people who lost, and then the last game, I just matched up like with like a table I matched with Ben Gallagher, but like I just paired with someone who was gonna have a repeat, so I just like swapped the tables so that it was just the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
So I didn't really score or like play properly. I was just playing, whatever. But I'm not taking a score from this, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll just run through the games quickly as I finish up some painting here. First game I played. Ray Shields. This is the second time I played Ray, and we had another really good game. I played him first in Aylmer for the first time. That's where I met him, I think, and we had a really, really competitive game. That was a lot of fun. And then we played this game, and we had a Rohan mirror match. He had Riders of Aylmer, and I had Army of Edoras, and we both forgot our army roll. His debatably much better than mine, but he still managed to take the W there, which I was happy that he was able to do that. And the scenario was domination. It was a really close game though. He had Gandalf, so any magic just shuts down Rohan really hard, especially pure Rohan. So he had Helm dismounted by the end, and Haleth was dead.
Classic.
And yeah, he was able to jump on in the last turn. He was able to jump on an objective and kill enough guys in the middle to where he actually got some points from it. Helm couldn't make it there in time to provide his Dom 3 because he was dismounted, and he managed to eke that one out. It was a close game, but a lot of fun. We were both shooting at each other. I had a lot more bows, but I don't think either of us got any kills. And then game 2, I played Robert, which was a lot of fun. It was lead from the front, which is bad for me because I only have 2 heroes in that list.
Right.
And he had Theoden, and he had all on foot, Defenders of Helm's Deep, which is cool to see. He had Theoden, Strider, and Leggy, with a bunch of Warriors of Rohan and some elves.
And just to be clear, Robert got absolutely trashed the first game, right? You wanted to make that.
Got absolutely destroyed. No, he did as well as me. And I think I lost by 2 or 3 points. So he didn't get totally destroyed. Yeah, that was lead from the front. I was already at disadvantage. I deployed everything on one side of the field, and he had one hero Aragorn in the middle to go wherever he wanted, and then Theoden and Legolas on the other side. And I ran Helm along the back of the board to avoid bow shots from Legolas, and I kind of ran stuff up. My shooting did a wound to Legolas, and he got through 2 fate, and he just took the wound, but then my shooting did nothing else the rest of the game. Then Haleth and Theoden had a strike off, and we tied fight, and Theoden's rule, Theoden rolled a 6, so his rule came to play, and he won that, getting Haleth down to 1 wound. And after that, Haleth ran away and sat to contest Legolas on the middle objective. No heroes were on the far objective. And then on the other side where Theoden was with Aragorn, I had Helm and Aragorn bumped into each other 3 or 4 times. And I think I lost all those. But I took 1 wound on Helm for all that, because Aragorn doesn't have Andrew on that list. I was kind of scared. I was like, okay, well, yeah, 4's to wound. He's like, no, 5's to wound. Or sorry, no, it's 6's. He's only strength 4. Like, what are you talking about? You have Andrew. It's like, no, there's no Andrew on this list. I'm like, oh, it's movie list. Which is another topic we'll talk about later. Jan is saying I'm quiet. Well, there's not a lot I can do. Oh, I can do this. This should be a little bit better. Anyway, I managed to squeak out a victory in that game. Haleth and Legolas tied in the center objective. Right, they're both Valor. And then my battle line was so far forward, because he was infantry, right? So I just ran my cavalry up in front of the objective on my left-hand side, that on the last turn I was able to run Helm back. I did a heroic move. I ran Helm back, and or something like that. Anyway, Aragorn got tagged up, and he couldn't chase Helm onto the objective, and then it was dice down. But if we had more time, he probably would have won that game. Well, depending on if we had more time, I would have kept throwing Helm into Aragorn and hoping that he doesn't roll 6. That would be the only way I could have won that.
Yeah.
So I won that. So those 2 games were legit placing, and then after that, I just put myself on bottom table, and I played JJ Mazzy, who had hobbits. He had the big hobbit army, which was really, really cool. Well painted, lots of flowers and stuff. And all his models were flower color coded as well. It's like all his sheriffs had white flowers on the base.
Oh, that's super.
Tookish hunters had, I forget, yellow or blue or something like that. Yeah, the Shire list would be the most broken list in all of the game, without question, if the troops weren't hobbits. That list has some crazy rules. But fortunately, we drew a Contest of Champions. So
Man,
started Gandalf and Helm, or I picked Haleth as my champion because I wanted to keep Helm kind of further back, away from Gandalf. And yeah, like first turn, Haleth was off his horse because of the Goblin Pop or whatever. And then Helm was dismounted too, and he was just dismounting everyone. My banner was dismounted, everything was dismounted. And then Lobelia shutting down Haleth for 3 out of 4 turns. He rolled a 1 on the last turn. And then finally Haleth was just chopping up hobbits, running into 2 full rerolls on his wounds because he's outnumbered.
Even on foot, yeah, that's a really good rule.
Yeah. And Helm, even though he's dismounted, just chopping through stuff. There was one fight, actually, him and an archer, a Rohan archer, lost a fight to a single hobbit. I rolled triple 1s on Helm and a 4 on the archer, and the hobbit rolled a 6, and I bannered one of the dice, and then it was like it turned to another 1. I ended up rolling 4 1s or something like that for that fight, which was pretty funny. But it didn't end up mattering. Gandalf was sort of charged into this one Rohan warrior infantry I ran around the side. And it was in this kind of little alcove area, and there was a hobbit kind of stuck right in the corner. And I was like, "Oh, JJ, you didn't move that hobbit. Go ahead and move it." We were like in the shooting phase. I'm like, "Move that hobbit. You forgot to move him." He's like, "I don't care, whatever." I'm like, "Okay, no problem. Just letting you know." And I managed I didn't even realize, but in that turn in the combat, heroic combated into Gandalf with Helm, because Gandalf the Grey is only 5/5, and with another model, and it ended up trapping Gandalf because he couldn't make way.
Yeah,
he could only make way half an inch because of that one hobbit he didn't move. And I was like, "JJ, move it now. I don't care. We're on bottom table." He's like, "No, I messed up." I'm like, "All right, I respect that." And Helm threw his dice and did 0 wounds to Gandalf. But then on the reroll, he did like 4 wounds or some insane amount of wounds after that, plus the other infantry, and it ended up killing Gandalf in the 1 turn, which is too bad. I felt bad about that. And then Gandalf killed that 1 infantry, and Haleth killed 4 hobbits, and then the game was over. So I tripled him tripled the kills. Yeah, and then the last game, I had the pleasure and honor of playing Mr. Ben Gallagher, the Battle of the Podcasts, as he called it. That's always a fun game. In Treasure Hoard, I messed up deployment right from the start. I didn't realize that cavalry couldn't pick up the treasure. You have to be infantry.
Yep.
So I was, so it basically cost me one of my treasures. I only picked up two because I couldn't and wouldn't dismount the guy to do it, which I should have done in the game. But he had atop the wall with Gandalf and Irelas and Citadel Guard. My shooting did literally nothing that game, I think. Maybe I killed one guy. Yeah, lots of charging, lots of Helm and Gandalf bouncing off each other, not doing much. That was a tough game. I think for both of us. If either of us, well, I did misplay, but if I misplayed it anymore, I would have got tabled, I think. But
Yeah.
Ben played really, really well. And if he didn't, he would have been in a lot of trouble. He sort of shut down Howth really well, and then Helm had like too much to do. Like he had to fight Gandalf off, and then he also had to like deal with killing troops, and he couldn't do everything. So that was another close loss for me. I forget what the score was. Ben took that one, and I lost a VP for not having 3 guys in his back 12. I only had 2. I had to pull one guy away, and I thought I could get him back in time, but I couldn't. And then I lost 2 VPs for not picking up my 3rd treasure. And Howth didn't do much all game. He probably could have killed a couple more guys and maybe taken a treasure. So yeah, I definitely misplayed that game. But what I did learn from that game is that Rohan warriors are intelligence 6+, and Miz Tirith warriors are intelligence 7+.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know why they're smarter, but somehow.
It should be the opposite.
Rohan gets to have one thing, and that's for, in some very few scenarios, they get an advantage to do the first thing you have to do.
It's weird. You would think that the people living in an ancient city with like wise elders would be more learned than peasants. That's just
Don't underestimate those campfire stories, man.
Yeah.
Passed down for generations.
And yeah, that was a day. It was good. I think everyone had fun. There's also a secret bonus objective where at the beginning of each game, you secretly note down one of your heroes to hold on to a secret that you have to keep secret. Hence the tournament name, Keep It Secret in the spring.
How many times can we say secret in this sentence?
Like that's a secret.
Nice.
And if you held onto yours, you got 1 VP, and if you took your opponent's, you got an additional 2 VP, but still maximum of 20 VPs for the scenario. And I think it only affected one game. Unfortunately, Jacob ended up losing a game. Like he won, but then his opponent had the secret, and that ended up swapping the VPs.
Oh man.
So that sucks. Sorry, Jacob.
It's crazy that only one game all day was affected by it.
One game that I knew of.
Okay. I guess it only affects draws or like 1-point wins, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably, if I do that again, I'd probably change it up a little bit. I don't know if to think about it, but anyway, it was just something a little extra because it was a 90. Yeah, and Simon, who got second, ended up getting 8 Keep It Secret points.
Cool.
Which was the most. Probably hoped that he had his secret on Gullivar and Gillivar probably went around assassinating other people's heroes
Yeah,
to
getting
steal secrets.
secret.
Hard to keep a secret from Gullivar.
Sounds like a pretty good day. You had 16, right? 16 people?
We had 15 plus me.
50, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was a newer player who bought a ticket and then didn't show up and still hasn't responded to me on Facebook. Not newer. It would have been his first tournament, but yeah, he was a no-show, unfortunately.
How do you find playing in the tournament and TOing? Was it, I don't know if I asked you that already, but was it that big of a deal?
It was more hectic than I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
I think if Tabletop Admiral wasn't giving me issues, it would have been fine. But for some reason, it was giving me issues.
Let's just chalk that one up to user error.
Probably. Yeah, that's probably my bad. And yeah, it was fun. I'm glad I got to play because if not, it would have been a long time until I played another game.
Yeah, because you're not playing, or well, you're trying not to play at the next tournament too, because you're TOing.
It is tempting though to play in a 100.
That would be, I feel like there's a lot more rules, questions, and hectic to your day at 100 than a regular 90, you know what I mean? So then trying to play in that as well would be a task.
Yeah, that'd be tough. Yeah, Tista, it did help being at Tista. People would just like shout across the room, be like, "Hey, Andrew," like, "Yeah, I'm there," in literally 2 seconds. But yeah, Torchlight, it's a bit bigger, harder to get around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I probably
Hey,
played.
do you know how ticket sales are going for the May 2nd? Out of curiosity, I've heard from a couple people that they're going, but
No idea. I see some people start signing up on Longshanks though. Oh yeah, and Jeremy passed by.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Jeremy passed by and said hello. There are 9 people signed up on Longshanks for May 2nd.
I'll be in 2 weeks out. That's pretty good numbers.
Yeah.
Most people like to wait till the last minute.
Yeah, I think we'll get a bunch of people to this one.
Yeah, I messaged a bunch of people today about their dice, and I gotta get you a bunch of dice to hand out at that tournament. People.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get dice out to people, which will be cool. And I'd like to play with them too. Robert asked me where my dice were, and I was like, we don't even have them yet. Only Will has them.
I have a whole box. I have them right here. I have the whole box. I can't even see, but I might have heard that. Yeah. I think I took 3 out, so I got 197 dice here.
197 dice. Pretty good.
Yeah. A lot of dice, dude.
Yeah, it is a lot of dice. I don't know what we're gonna do with them all.
I was thinking we should start doing like contests or giveaways for a couple of them. Like when we hit our milestones now we have like something to give away because the only other way to get them is through Patreon, which is like not everybody's gonna do. So it's another option.
Yeah, whatever you said.
Oh, you're not even here.
I
Yeah,
was looking up some
I'm
things. Yeah, the
Scott.
dice. Yeah.
To be honest, Scott, I'm looking forward to you finding your settling back into your normal fourth position, man. It was a weird weekend seeing you at the top.
Unheard of. Hold on, I need to get my bear whites. I need to see how I painted their eyes.
I think, because Scott's going up to Barry. If I had to take bets on who was going to make the most OSBGL events this year, I don't know who I'd be betting on, but I think it's going to be Scott Altman or John Park. That's my guess.
Steve's been slacking.
Yeah, he was the leader last year, right?
Yeah.
Or Ben Gallagher. Oh yeah, Ben hit Ben didn't miss a tournament for a while there. Is that the ideal spot too? He's just like close to everything. Kitchener, Kitchener, Waterloo, Hamilton area feels like you're within the 2 hour drive of any direction of tournaments. Scott showing his true colors, not going to 80s. A scummy competitive player, I see. Costs $20 a border crossing. Costs money to cross the border now. It didn't cost money before. Am I that far out?
It costs money.
Yeah, is it? Oh, tolls. Oh, like the bridge toll. So, yeah, yeah. There's another expense, right? Then you got tickets and food and gas and all the other stuff. Man, gas right now is probably brutal. Driving up to Barrie next weekend, everything.
Is that not an OSBGL event?
Yeah, it is. I think it's an OSBGL 80, so
I don't see it on the Facebook page.
um I know it's in the Discord. I think it's in the Discord. How's that?
Yeah, it's in the Discord. That's where I saw it, and I was like, "What is this a real event?" I don't. Yeah, I guess it's just an 80 unless 16 people show. Then it can be a 90.
Yeah, I need to live vicariously through all of you going to tournament goers now. I don't think I'm gonna make one for a long time. Luckily, I get to talk about MESPG every week.
Yeah, twice a week.
Yeah, Mortal Stalkers are a pretty cool model. I've never owned them until now, but
They're awesome.
they're cool little ghouls.
Yeah, they're sweet. Hey Simon, what's going on? Yeah, like this is painting hour. Painting 2 hour.
But yeah, what is there anybody in the chat that's actually painting? I don't think I've seen anybody say they're painting something.
Mike and Simon are working on Age of Sigmar and Jacob.
Yeah, it's a takeover.
I wouldn't say that.
I wonder how often you would go to like a tournament or something and you'd get rules mixed up when you're playing it, when you have that many
Dude,
like they're
all
not
the
super
time.
yeah?
I play 40k and bolt action with my buddies, and then sometimes play Middle Earth. But like between those three systems, and then like we play like a bit of Test of Honor and some other stuff, and you're just like, okay, how does falling back work? How does like leadership work in this? Like you do like no, that's that game. Like oh, or like that's 40k 7th edition. Like oh yeah, right, that was like 4 editions ago now. It's a nightmare.
It would be a nightmare. I'm glad I'm all my games are so different that I don't seem to have that problem yet.
Yeah, it's because you only play one good game.
Well, actually at our last games night here, I had Justin and Steve came over and they hadn't played for a long time. They've been playing. I think they got into Warhammer 3rd edition recently, and like they just been like going at that for a while.
Old school.
And then they reached out saying they wanted to get back into Middle Earth. And so then they show up and then the first turn of the game, I go over and like we were playing I think oh I'm gonna forget. I think it was Treasure Hoard or Destroy the Supplies, sorry, Destroy the Supplies. And like Justin was still on the deployment line, but Steve had moved and he was doing all this shooting and stuff. And I was like, hey, like, what's going on? You didn't move this turn? He's like, no, it's his turn. And they went right into playing at 40k rules where you move and shoot and everything before the
You
other
forgot
person.
the best part of Middle Earth is that it's
Yeah,
back and
such a
forth.
core rule. Such a core rule, and it was the first thing they forgot. So, but it was nice to see them back and playing Middle Earth again.
It's nice
Keep
to see
converting.
people playing the best tabletop game.
Gotta go out there and get more people.
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of May 2nd, right now it's veto. It's I don't. The timing is changed from what I wanted it to be or what I suggested it should be. So I'm probably dropping veto. Not probably. I'm gonna drop veto unless everyone throws a fit, which I doubt anyone's going to. And I'm thinking about doing pre-selected scenarios. I think the same thing as we did in Brantford, where it's like 3 selected and 1 random from pool 6. I think is what I'm gonna do. So here's your first warning for that. And there'll be 3 like balanced scenarios, like 1 good for hordes, 1 good for heroes, 1 good for movement, and then a random one. And I'll pick those. Well, we can probably go over them tonight.
You better get it out there now so people can build their lists and paint them.
Yeah, I'll probably have it up tomorrow. I kept dodging you. Blame Tabletop Admiral for keep wanting to pair us together, even though our scores were not similar. If you have a OSBGL admin complaint to lodge, you can direct that towards Jeremy Hildebrandt. He'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Don't message me. I got enough going on. Oh yeah, then we had dinner after.
Yeah, did a lot of people vote?
Not just a few of us. It was me, Robert, Ray, Jacob, and Ben. Nice little crowd. We went to a non-furry bar this time, which was nice. No
Yeah.
furries in sight.
Sticking to the chain restaurants now.
No, no, it was like just this little hole-in-the-wall pub down the road. It was
Nice.
greasy, typical Hamilton stuff. Jacob and Robert got a game of pool in, which was cool. Had some beers, had some chicken wings. I felt ill at 3 o'clock in the morning from those chicken wings. And then, yeah, it's good stuff. I'd do it again.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Jacob, Robert, did you guys feel ill after eating those chicken wings? I was up at 3 in the morning, not doing so hot. If you know what I mean. And then yeah, I think after Torchlight we're gonna get a reservation at Nickelbrook Brewery. But the problem is that the day at Torchlight's like going long, so we're not finishing until like 7.
it's a long day because you're not starting until what 9:30 or 10.
9:30.
Yeah, but 2 hour or hour 50 rounds. Yeah. I know with Torchlight you can't, but I wonder if people like if starting earlier is a bad thing or if everybody wants to like get started earlier so you can get out of there.
Problem is like people arriving for 9 from like 2 hours away is rough. Like
That,
being on the road at 7, that's like pretty rough.
dude, you sound so soft, man.
No, not everyone's body is a morning person. Being in public for 9 a.m. is hard enough.
Dude.
I would never start before 9, that's for sure.
Can't remember. I think my January one started at 9.
Yeah, you started. I think we made you push to 9:30.
Yeah, because people were traveling, right?
Yeah, and you live in the middle of nowhere.
It's nice out here, man. It's quiet.
Is it? Is it not quiet?
Oh yeah,
Is it 4 hours away quiet?
it's nice and quiet.
I'm not sold on moving out there.
I guarantee you would be happier, and you're not. You're not. You're not a happy person to begin with, so it's an easy bar to hit.
That's true.
Yeah, Chris says he's been on the road earlier for tournaments.
Yeah, because you live in Kingston.
Yeah, dude, everybody should be that dedicated. Oh, even Scott votes for earlier as the farthest driver. Oh, looks like we should be starting these tournaments way earlier, dude.
I will not come to event if it starts before 9. I just won't be there.
So you're saying it'll be a good event?
Speaking of starting earlier, I gotta get on a venue for my 50-point event. And I want to host that board game cafe again so we can have some beers throughout the day, but it's really rough that we have to start at noon. Like the place doesn't open before noon.
Yeah, that is wild.
So it's really tough. Like, I guess for a 50-point day, it's not a big deal. Just whatever, you know, people show up.
Even then, because you only have like 6 hours of play, like 12 to 6. If you started at 10, you're done at 4. People
Yeah.
are would be laughing.
Yeah. For the 50 points, I think I'll keep it at that venue because, um, like, it's not even really. You don't really have to play all your games. It's kind of the way I'm running it. It's just like
Are you doing
person
it the
who.
same time? Are
Sorry.
you doing the same as last time? Like you just pick a person and go play?
Yeah, I think I'll only do like 6 games. Like you cap out on 6 games, and your best 6 games, or your
Yep, I
first
think.
6 games, are your score, and after that, you can just play for fun or help people get to 6 games. But like you can't double up on players. You got to play people differently.
Yeah. No, I'm in favor of that. That sounds good.
Yeah, train schedules on the weekend are pretty bad, Jan. I'm very familiar. It's usually once an hour.
No trains out here, man.
We live in civilized society out here. Well,
Quiet out here. It's quiet out here, dude. You gotta come out here.
I'm coming this weekend.
That's right.
I'm gonna stay at your place too.
Yeah, right.
No,
Zach would lose his mind if we did that to him.
you would lose it.
For anyone that doesn't know, Zach's birthday is this week, and he is throwing his wife is throwing a Lord of the Rings themed
That's presumptuous.
party. What's presumptuous?
Zach doesn't have a wife.
Oh, sorry. His girlfriend's throwing a Lord of the Rings themed party for him. Costumes are encouraged. Andrew and I made the short list. Luckily, we were kind of on the edge of our seats if we were going to get the invite.
I know. I was unsure.
But I'm gonna go on the record because I'm gonna make sure Jess and I do it. But Jess and I have the best the best couple's costume. And if anyone can guess it, I will give them 10 dice. And the only hint I'm
Whoa,
giving is
whoa!
it's from the Two Towers. I guarantee
You can't
I
give me
guarantee
10 dice.
I guarantee no one will guess this.
It's Saruman and Grima.
Nope. Dude, come on. And the only actually, you know what? I'll give another hint because I'm so confident no one's gonna get it. We had like we had a we had a talk about like doing a Star Wars party at one point, like a long time ago, but only doing like tertiary characters. So you had to show up as like background people.
Don't make me do that.
And so that's the only hint is that it's not any of the main characters, and it's from the Two Towers movie. And there's no chance, no, not Grishnak and Snaga, Chris. There's no chance anybody guesses it, and I won't say anything until we record. What is it? Not the one that comes out this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Hopefully, I'll have a picture to reveal it. But I'm excited for it, and I think even when I show up at the event, uh, Andrew, you're not even going to be able to guess what it is.
No.
That's how crazy it's going to be.
Is it movie or book?
It's like we're dressing up as like it's in the movie.
Oh,
Like you can
I
see.
think I know.
No, you don't. Go ahead, guess.
It's
Get you on the record.
it's the family that's separated when the orcs attack, and the mom sends them to Edoras.
No, but I did think about them. I did think about doing them. Aothane, I think is the kid's
Yeah,
name.
I think that's what his name is.
We could have dressed up as siblings, but no, we're
That's
not. We're
kind
not
of weird.
doing. sleeping Gandalf in the Palantir. That would actually be such a good costume.
Just his face in your in the crook of your arm. You're the right height for it too. She just stands up and she's like elbow height with you.
Yeah, just hold her head all night.
Yeah.
Uh, Sam and Rosie would be classic, but no, we're going off the book, man. We're going way off the book. That's I think that's base coats on Dark Marshal Mounted and Three Morgul Stalkers, man. It's time for a watch.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah.
You've been painting pretty
Not
hard
you.
though. I've been yapping.
Yeah, it was like boring to listen to, but it was nice that you talked so much. I was
Thanks.
able to get a lot done.
Okay, well we got more topics here. I
Oh yeah,
mentioned
hit.
I mentioned that I had something to talk about that Robert brought up, and that is during our game we were talking about our latest episode, which was missing lists, and he was saying that he wanted to see a book, Defenders of Helm's Deep, that he thought of when I said I can't believe that Aragorn doesn't have Andro. So he was saying that would be cool. You give Aragorn Andro for free, and then there's no elves, right, other than Legolas.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see like an Aomir Gimli synergy or something like
That's
that.
I got something written down actually just for that.
Oh, here we go. Came
For
prepared tonight.
yeah, that's the only thing I wrote down though. Gollum and raw fish, Aragorn and bowl of stew. These are good guesses as well.
We might have to change our costume, man.
I'll come as Eowyn, be single.
Dude, you should steal Samuel's costume and come as Gollum and his raw fish.
What, just to look homeless?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my thought was when Eomer and Gimli are on an objective within 3 inches of each other, they get like Dom 2 or something like that. Both of them. So you get Dom 4.
Oh, dude, it's got to be something cooler than that. It's got to be something that affects every game.
Well, they
That
gotta
if
fight
there
in the
was,
glittering caves to defend it.
yeah, they get trapped there. You know the one list that has the new Dale heroes and the new Erebor heroes, and they're like, if one's trapped, the other one gets the free hero combat or whatever.
No, what?
Dude, that's what they should have.
I just pretend the Hobbit stuff doesn't exist, to be honest.
No, you don't know anything about the Hobbit. I don't know anything about the Hobbit stuff either, so I can't even talk. Oh man, should I have? I left the horse just black. Should I have actually painted the horse a color before I washed it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too for my Ring Wraith, for my Witch King. I've been thinking about it. Because they do ride black horses, right?
Yeah, but I should have painted it gray or something, shouldn't I have?
How did I do my tainted? I think it's all black.
Here's something to make Andrew scream. I didn't even paint it black. I realized it's just the primer.
Oh,
And it's
dude.
just cheap. It's just the cheap primer too. It's the entire primer. Left it black.
You're ridiculous. My camera's not very good.
Oh, and I'm not looking, so
Yeah,
it doesn't help either.
there's my. It's all black anyway, but he has. Like his horse is wearing a cloak too, and I just left everything black. But actually, I think it looks okay. I think what I'm gonna try and do for the Witch King is I'm just gonna like the whole thing's prime black. I'm just gonna leave it black. Obviously, I'm gonna paint it with Abaddon black. Not a degenerate. But then I'm gonna highlight the black in with Rhinox hide and see how that goes, and do some like blending with the browns and grays, so that it's like still a black horse, but there's like some color, some subtle color. That's what I think I'm gonna do. And the Witch King is just gonna be black. In case anyone was wondering.
I think Ian's talking about giving Legolas a boost in that new list that you want to write. Make him playable, eh?
Make him playable. Give him a skateboard rule.
Who do you think the hero is that's in the most lists?
Is it Legolas?
I don't know. But like Legolas has to be up there because he has the Halls of Thranduil and Ranges of Mirkwood plus all the fellowship stuff that he does with Gimli and Aragon.
How well? He's in more than Strider, right? Because Strider, like Elisar, isn't Strider.
No, well Elisar is only one list.
Yeah, so it's one less. But Legolas is in that too.
Like Legolas, so people are saying Aragorn, but Aragorn and
Yeah, what
Legolas are in all
profile?
this, they're all in the same lists, aren't they? And then Legolas gets the Hobbit stuff.
Well, it's not. It's not Aragorn. It's Strider. Like Strider's in a lot of lists.
Captain of Rohan, yeah, right. I
Captain
can't
of
believe
Rohan's
that.
good shit. It might be Legolas, honestly, because he's in all the Fellowship lists. So that's the same amount that Aragorn's in.
Yep.
Aragorn is in Grey Company. Oh, Legolas is in that too, though.
Hmm.
So the only list that Aragorn misses that Legolas is in Lord of the Rings is Men of the West, but then it's not even Strider, so it's a different profile.
Yeah. Oh, Shulk says Orc Captain, and
Yeah, it might be our captain.
that might get it done. Okay, let's go named person. Who's the named hero with the
I
most
think it's
lists? Because I think
Legolas.
I would bet Orc Captain probably takes it. There's so
Yeah,
many mortar lists.
Mordor, Angmar. Well, yeah,
Oh,
technically
yeah.
it's Isengard, more Angmar, or captain.
Scott with the technicality.
In that case, I think
Well,
it's Legolas,
12 lists. That's a lot of lists, man.
which means Strider's in 11.
I don't know. We can
Oh no, no,
find this.
no, because Strider's in Road to Rivendell. So maybe they'd both be at Aragorn only 10. But is that Strider or Elisar?
It shows Strider only having 9 lists because Legolas gets Halls of Thranduil, Battle of Five Armies, and Ranges of Mirkwood, I guess.
Yeah, so it's 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12. Yeah, it's definitely not Aragorn. Like, it's not Strider. Legolas
Oh,
is more.
Assault on Ravenhill for Aragon too. Or sorry, Legolas too. Sorry.
Captain of Rohan in 17.
No way, really?
Is there 17 Rohan lists? Oh, plus Men of the West, plus King of Men.
Realms of Men. Does Legolas really have 2 profiles?
He has the Megalith profile, right?
Oh, I guess Greenleaf is the only difference that Greenleaf has the option to take Orcrist, and that armor's built into the profile, I guess. And you can lead Palace Guard. Okay, maybe there's a couple.
Maybe it is Captain of Rohan then.
All right, let's do well, yeah. Okay, yeah, for unnamed, but named. If Legolas is getting split, there's got to be somebody out there, man.
Then it's probably Strider. But yeah, well, Gimli, it makes sense that Gimli and Legolas are tied.
Yeah, I'm assuming like I'm trying to think of like Gondor heroes that would be in more, but like even Faramir's pretty split up. There's not a ton of Gondor lists where they have a bunch of crossover.
No, I think it's Strider then.
What about Witch King?
What's he in, like 5 or 6 probably, not 8.
You know?
Witch King's a good call though, but yeah, not.
Yeah, and there's different profiles too, because like the Necromancer list has a different Witch King than be more, man. I don't know. I can't think. I think that means Aragorn passes Legolas and Gimli then, because he's the one with the bonus list of the Road to Rivendell.
Yeah. Hi Joanne, what's going on? Joanne, what
Dude, just
insight do you have about the model that's in the most number of lists? Can you let us know?
is this Andrew's personal life and online persona clashing?
I think it's this one and the same.
This is
I don't think it changes. You're welcome for asking. Do you have an answer for us? The 10 people here really want to know your insight.
Definitely.
That's pretty quick. I thought there'd be more delay than that.
All the other ones have been more, but this stream seems to be pretty good.
Yeah, Captain Rohan's a good call for unnamed heroes. And Orc Captain, but yeah, the Orc Captain has 3 profiles. I would thought it'd be interesting if they gave like Angmar, Isengard, and Mordor Orc captains or models like slight variations, you know?
Like an Isengard one gets +1 defense or something.
Yeah, or like when they're when they are benefited by a march, they can move like an extra inch or something like that. Just like something small, like as fluff. And maybe like +1 intelligence because they're Saruman's like teaching them stuff, you know?
You think Saruman's holding
Yeah,
some
some
classes
lessons.
for
Yeah.
all of those
Some lessons
guys?
for the orcs. Oh, you can take an Isengard captain on war.
Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty cool.
We need a like a teen drama of orcs going to high school with Saruman.
Half of them end up dead.
Maybe that'll be Rings of Power season 3.
I wouldn't put it
Something
past them.
like that for us.
I wouldn't put it past them. Show is so garbage. After wish listing so many wish lists last week, I felt sad that I couldn't play some of them. And while I'm still on board with like historically accurate lists, I'm slightly less on board with them now, if that makes sense. I want to play like cool fluff armies that there aren't lists for. Like Erkenbrand and Grimbold and Gandalf the White, you know? Or Earnhardt by himself.
Yeah. I don't know. You brought it up this week that like you think there's gonna be no more new lists, and like basically we're just gonna get new new models. Basically, that's like all that we really have.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think there's gonna be any new lists. Yeah, how to dig up an heirloom or uncover an objective.
Goodness, you ever try to take photos of models?
And it looks like total garbage. Yeah, every time.
Oh man, that's really bad. Trying to post a photo so I can avoid shame for this week.
40 minutes from now.
Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be good enough, man. Our Instagram content is not like you look at some of the stuff that people put out there, man. And the stuff that I'm posting is not anywhere close.
When I finish models, I try to post a nice picture, like those orcs. Put them on a nice mystery background. I don't think anyone in the chat other than Jacob has seen what that background is from. When you guys have seen it because I sent you pictures as I was building it, but most of the OSBGL has not seen that. I'm saving it. I'm saving it for when I can win some hobby points.
I thought you took it out once, didn't you?
Yeah, to one of Derek's the premier hobby event that I got first at. So that was worth it. But that's it. But that was mostly Kitchener crowd. Like John Park, Jacob Wixon were the only regulars.
Right, that makes sense. Chris, that'd help a lot if I knew what aperture light meant. I'm assuming it's a setting on a camera on the phone.
The aperture is a good call. I'll have to try that out. Alright, the Spectre is fully done besides some tufts on his base. Ooh, I also picked up some more tufts from Tista Minis. I got this cool idea for a Host the Witch King display board, and it's going to involve lots of different types of tufts and grasses. And I think I'm going to do a resin pour for that. For my next display board.
I'll be honest, I wasn't listening because I was trying to type this out.
Dude, I wasn't talking to you anyway.
Cool.
I forget who said this, but at dinner, someone was like, "Yeah, when I first started watching you guys, I was surprised like how much you guys rag on Zach all the time." I was like, "Oh, that's a requirement to be friends with Zach. you got to keep him in check or he gets out of control. He makes your life miserable.
If he doesn't, if we don't rag on him, he gets too confident, starts
Yeah,
ragging on us.
yeah. I guess the last thing, which I think will be fun to talk about, is our one patron comment. Um, oh, I was going to say before that, there's still lots of people here. Ray Shields and James Marth are hosting an event on
July 25th.
July 25th called Second Breakfast at the Elmer Legion. And there's going to be like snacks and stuff throughout the day to represent the different meals that hobbits have. And I think after he's doing a barbecue and stuff at his place. So consider coming out to that. That should be a lot of fun. There will be cake. There's going to be cake too, allegedly. So yeah, consider coming out to that. That'll be cool. Rent an Airbnb, rent a hotel.
Yeah. That's gonna be cool to get like events that have like a lot of character in them. Like having snacks through the day or like barbecues after and stuff like that. Like that's gonna be the cool. That's gonna be the ones that are like the ones you don't want to miss, you know what I mean?
Man, when I first started coming to the OSBGL like 10 years ago, that was like a lot of events had that where like we would travel like to Barry's Bay or out I don't know wherever else out, but like we would like go and like stay somewhere. We stayed in Chatham for Hot Lead or for an OHA event.
Yeah.
That stuff that was fun. That's like what really kept me coming back to events. It's like the hanging out and like drinking beers and having barbecue and stuff afterwards. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, so we're getting back to that. That's the OSBGL I remember. That's the OSBGL I want to revive. I want to bring it back. So definitely support Ray and James in their effort in doing that, if you can. And then for real, lastly, Will, you want to talk about our one patron comment?
Yeah, do you actually have it or do you want me to
I'm
go?
throwing it to you because I don't have it.
All right, I'm opening it up right now. Um,
Oh, you know what? I can put it on screen. There, it's
I
on the
have it
screen.
here.
It's on the screen.
Oh, all right. So Preston said, if you could implant yourself into the story as yourself or as a character, what would you do differently? I.e., be in the Fellowship and lead the group to Minas Tirith. Aemir lead the Rohirrim behind the Uruk-hai forces to sack Isengard. As Sauron try to improve the daily lives of orcs by introducing women's rights, lowering food costs, improving the industrial market, and raising the world of men. Riding the world of men? Right, I don't know.
Ridding, I think you meant to say.
Ridding the world of men. Andrew, where would you put yourself in, and what would you do differently?
Um, I would have been Elendil and not died.
That's that simple, right?
Yeah, I would have struck higher. I would have struck up to fight 10 instead of fight 9 and not died. Or I would have been Gilgalad and not got my face burned off. Either one of those, I think, would have changed the story a lot.
I would have been Gilgalad and ensured I was in the movie a lot more so that they didn't take my shield away.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll never not be salty for Gilgalad. That's
Silly.
that's a tough question, man. I should have thought about this beforehand because I knew we were
That
going
is
to
a
talk
tough
about.
question. I would have been Legolas and shot down that Uruk-hai berserker with the flaming brand.
What a champ, though, man. 3 arrows. He got hit 3 times, right? 3 arrows and still gets it done.
So he passes feeling the pain rolls.
Simon being Glorfindel instead of Arwen to rescue Frodo, as per the books. I love that.
I feel like we're not answering this question in good faith. None of us. Let me think of a real answer. What would I have done differently if I was any character?
Dude, Faramir and just not ride back to Asciliath to get filled with arrows. Actually, like be there for the defense of Gondor.
I mean, yeah, but you can't. It was an order.
Dude, no, he beats his dad up, man. Take charge.
You can't do that.
Gandalf was there to back him up.
No, we Aragorn had to kill someone for them to disobey Denethor. Faramir would have gotten killed either way.
Trying to think of another one. This isn't on topic, but remember how silly it was in the movie when Frodo and Sam thought they were just gonna run into the Black Gate after the Easter things? Whenever I watch that scene, I'm always like shaking my head. Like, what? Like, this doesn't even. There's no chance of anything actually happening here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they are hobbits with elven cloaks,
No,
but
they
I think they
can't.
would have still got caught.
Like immediately.
But that's like the only that was like the only way, right? They didn't know there was another way until Smeagol was like, "There's another way."
Nah, there's gotta be. You could have like gone north and scaled a mountain.
No,
No,
no, you couldn't have.
I guess not. But still, we're saying the only ways in and out of Mordor is either you go through Shelob's cave and down that set of stairs,
It has a
or
big.
you walk out. Or you walk out the Black Gate. Those are the only two ways in and out of Mordor.
The other way is behind the Mountains of Shadow, but they didn't have provisions to make it all the way around.
Oh, I see you're making stuff up now.
No, I'm not. They were already running low on provisions before they got into Mordor. Plus, the Mountains of Shadow are huge. It was like half the distance back to Misty Mountains to walk all the way around, or like the full distance to the Misty Mountains. It was too far.
Dude, if I could go back and be put myself in the movie, I would go. I'd be the Goblin King and just not like how unepic was it when he just got his like little fat sack slashed. Like him and Gandalf were about to like have this duel when he caught them, and then all of a sudden Gandalf just like slices them and dips.
Did that happen in the books too?
No, that whole there was in the books there was not anything like Goblin Town, right? Like it was way less about it.
It was still in it. But yeah, there
They
were
got caught,
fights.
but there wasn't like a ton of dialogue and like describing duels or anything, right?
No, no.
Oh man, I feel like I'm carrying the weight here, Andrew.
It's your time now. I'm painting.
Yeah, I'm literally just watching my wash dry.
I would have been a Narian and not gotten hit by a rock.
Dude, just drop it with the Numenor. There's gotta be more.
It's funny. A Narian and I almost died the exact same way by getting something giant dropped on our heads.
Pub sign is a little bit less of an epic story though.
Yeah,
What about Boromir and sending Fair? Because there was like I'm blanking on what the actual details were, but there was a chance of sending Faramir to Riven.
Boromir's Denethor was mad that Boromir went because he loved Boromir too much. But Gandalf was saying he was like lamenting about that. He's like, "Oh, I should have sent Faramir." But Gandalf was like, "Boromir, there was no way to convince Boromir not to go. Like he would have gone no matter what." It's like
So
stopping
it
him.
was Boromir's dreams, right? Or was it Faramir's? But Shulk is saying Faramir had a bad dream. I thought it was Boromir's dream.
I can't remember. I thought it was Boromir's dream too. Boromir had a dream that he had to go or something like that.
He went to Rivendell to get like Elrond to tell him the meaning of the dream or whatever, right?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
I don't know. There's too many. You can't change a good story, man.
Yeah, it's hard when the story's like almost already perfect. Or like not acting with hindsight, right?
If you would have to, if you had to relate yourself the most to a character, like if you were in Lord of the Rings, who would you be?
Pippin. Or maybe Mary at best.
I wouldn't even give you that much credit.
Yeah, he doesn't. I would
You know
be.
the guy at Helm's Deep who fires the first arrow.
That'd be me.
Like, yeah, yeah, just accidental slip up that causes just mayhem.
No, he was old. I think I'd just be an unnamed hobbit who was just oblivious to everything going on.
Just one of the ones at the party at the beginning, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
never see again.
yeah. Realistically, that's what most of us would be.
Yeah, for real.
In that line of thinking, I think that I would be that hobbit and have one less drink at Bilbo's 111th birthday.
Which Hobbit?
One of those that unnamed hobbit that we all at least just said that we would be probably.
You'd have one less drink at Bilbo's
I'd cut
birthday.
myself off one early to not have such a bad hangover. That's what I would do.
Mike would be Rosie, so he could kiss Sam.
That's a choice. That's a choice to say on the internet to be here for everyone. Oh, dude. Actually, I shouldn't say that on air. I'll tell you after.
Nice, good content. Good content for the three people watching.
If you want to find out what I was going to say, subscribe to our Patreon, and
You'll
I'll
make
tell you about it.
you'll make an after dark post on her Patreon.
Yeah. If you subscribe to our Patreon with $5 a month or more, I'll tell you whatever secrets you want to know.
It's
Not
just
actually, but
it ain't worth it.
no. Why do you think I'm offering it? elf specter is painted with a gray cloak. But I feel like it should be blue, no?
No, he's been in the water for a while. Just,
Yeah, but his pants are blue. His
I think
trousers.
I think the major issue here is that you're putting too much thought into it. You're trying to match a box. Just get a feel for it, man.
I'm trying to get a feel for it. That's why I'm looking at the picture.
No, you gotta stop looking at stuff. Just look at the model. Let it speak to you.
What do you know about letting the model speak to you?
Dude, I never I never look at a box art. I never look at anything like that.
Yeah, I know.
I ended up with orange ministerial.
I almost did take a swig of paint water today as I was drinking my tea just before this. I don't have that McCrag blue color. They still call it McCrag blue. I just have the gray blue.
It's another thing. I don't know any of the names of my paints. I just know I have light blue.
Insane. That's insane. That's truly unhinged.
Dude.
You were getting shade thrown at you actually this weekend for keeping all your brushes in a pencil case
Yeah,
box or whatever. People were not happy about that.
dude. I could show you a fistful. This isn't even all of them. Look at all this. Yeah. I don't know, what is this? About 10, 12. There's a bunch of them. I have an army painter one in here with no cap on it. I got a HJ Series 90. I got another army painter. I got a bunch of just
I don't even want to look. Don't even show me. I don't even want to see.
I honestly think in total I probably have around 40 paintbrushes that are still in my bag. And I have about, I don't know, 6 of them that I use. I should just throw the rest out.
How about you bring them this weekend so I can have them?
No, they're not up to your standard for sure, man.
Oh, they're like old-ratty
Most
brushes.
most of them are dollar store brushes. The only like good brushes I have are like I got a couple from your tournament, basically. I had a couple random ones.
Yeah, can I have that detail brush if you're not going to use it?
Dude, I've already destroyed it.
How? It came with a cap and you said you didn't use it.
No, I got it right here in front of me, actually. You wanna see?
You're using it?
No. It's there in case I need it. I'll probably I'll use it later on for like a last layer or something. I tried to do eyes the other week and just painted right over them. It was so bad.
Nice. That's going to be good content for the Instagram.
My Razgoosh was the one I tried. I tried to do eyes and then it was like he was looking 4 different ways. It didn't look good.
Just start with like whites. Start with that. No pupils.
I tried to do it that way and then yeah, we stopped.
I think one of the shame punishments should be like having to paint eyes on stuff
Yeah,
and
dude, that's
posting it.
actually we should come up once we get through the year, which is what, July. We should switch our shame punishment, but have a wheel or like a random word generator we have to spin on the episode with like a bunch of different minor punishments. So like one of them would be painting eyes, the other one I don't know what the other ones are, but we should make it like punishments that are enacted upon right away. Said enacted. I should have just said acted.
2-0 liner from Michaels for $3. Really? You don't find the tip bends? I found those cheap brushes, the tip bends really quick. But I guess it's actually not that bad for painting eyes, as long as the tip stays tippy. Sharp.
Yeah, the tip bent, but it helps get around the nose apparently.
It's, it's like in cartoons when they like bend the gun sideways and they can like shoot around the corner.
What movie is that they did the shooting around the corner where if you
Oh,
just move your arm, you move your arm really fast, like swing it from side to side and shoot in the middle of it. Apparently, it bent the bullet.
I don't know, some slop. I was thinking more like Bugs Bunny kind of thing.
Yeah, well, we're adults here, Andrew. Come on.
They don't let kids watch Bugs Bunny anymore. It's too violent, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like super censored episodes now, if you can even find them. Might make them insensitive. I'm gonna I'm gonna get unredacted Bugs Bunny episodes for my kid. They're gonna watch those.
Bootlegging DVDs on the corner of the street.
No, Will, it's called finding stuff on the internet. You don't have to buy stuff on the street corner anymore.
Damn, is that my age? My age showing through? Not as old as Zach though. Zach does turn 30. So
Dude, I wish I was turning 30.
dude, the day this next episode releases is Zach's birthday. So everybody that's here has to go comment happy birthday to Zach. Just just to mess with him.
Yeah, say something nice about Zach. Something you like about him.
Oh no, don't say anything nice about him. Say something you find disappointing about him.
Yeah, like his painting, his tournament attendance, his tournament performance, how he lets his team down often. We have 15 minutes left here.
Counting down the minutes. Trying to get out of here or what?
Well, no, we're busy after, right?
Yeah, we are. We're recording. We're staying up late tonight. We're recording an episode after this. We have a guest on this week, actually. We could tease that.
Wait, what's coming out? We're like breaking the fourth wall here. What's coming out tomorrow?
Um, we recorded too many episodes last week.
We did?
It was Zach's topic of choice.
Oh, okay, great. I'm glad
Actually,
you remember.
you know what? We didn't edit that. We have to edit that tonight and post it as well as record an episode tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do tonight.
You have a lot of work to do tonight, actually.
Dude, no, I have a job now. I gotta go to bed.
I have a job that I have to be at for 7 in the morning.
Yeah, we
You
don't
have a
do
job.
anything.
You have a job that you have to be at when you roll out of bed and stumble over to your computer.
You don't do any work. You
Dude,
show up
it's
and
I don't want to say it online, but it's getting pretty close to that at this point.
nice, dude.
But I still have to be there at 7 in the morning. I can't be editing YouTube videos from
Oh, it's
from, the,
like
from
5 minutes.
station. Yeah, you got 5 minutes, man.
No, dude, I had to like do a whole live stream today.
If a mini episode isn't up tomorrow, just know it's Andrew's fault.
Well, it's technically Zach's fault because that guy has never edited anything.
I don't know if we would ever trust him to with any sort of responsibility like that.
Oh, you're probably right. As usual.
He would cut all the bits of us talking smack about people and
No, he wouldn't.
burn
He'd
bridges.
be too lazy to do that.
Yeah, he. Oh, sorry, he wouldn't cut it, and then we'd all get exposed, and Weens would hear everything, all the bad stuff we have to say about him.
Yeah, they were jealous of his painting skills, and we want to go visit him in Kingston. So he's got to run an event.
I'd go to Kingston. Kingston's probably closer to me than Torchlight, to be honest.
No, no way.
Yeah, Torchlight's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I know. That's how long it takes me to get to your house. Actually, it's
How
2
far?
hours. It's almost 2 hours exactly.
Oh yeah, Kingston's 2.5 hours. So
Oh, you're right in the middle.
yeah.
All right, well, I'll come up to your place on Friday night, and then we can.
How would be when you'd have to get out of bed and be on the road before 7, buddy? I don't think you're gonna make it.
Go to Kingston though. Yeah, we'd have to stay in Kingston though. Do some sightseeing. Bring your kids around.
Bring the whole family down to Kingston for 2 days.
I can sit in your spare car seat in your van in the back.
Can watch all the kids' movies with them as we're rolling down the highway.
Oh yeah. Dispense snacks and stuff. Said like if you left snacks up to me, your kids would be eating like bacon and like cheese, giant slices of cheese and some sourdough with butter.
Dude, I wish they'd eat that. Instead, like one of them just likes to eat plain buns, just bread. It's like not eat no butter or anything on it, just a hunk of bread.
Dry piece of white bread.
Yeah, I can't even blame him because that's the stuff that I used to eat when I was a kid.
Dude.
Just sleeves of crackers, white bread,
Sleeves of crackers. That's so greased.
dude. I got bet one time, the sleeves of soda crackers, like the white ones or whatever.
They're good.
I had about 3/4 of a sleeve left on break one day, and someone bet me whether or not I could eat the rest of the sleeve without drinking any water before the end of break, and they'd buy me lunch. And if I didn't do it, I had to buy them lunch. Well, we got it done.
And this is the kind of things that Will does at his job, ladies and gentlemen. And
Yeah,
he's complaining about having to edit a video.
It's a thrilling workplace. Construction, man.
Construction.
Oh, Chris says he's thinking about running an event in the summer.
I know, that's why I brought it up.
Oh, I was not paying attention. So
No, I mean, I brought it up because I remember you said that on our last live stream or something.
that'd be cool. It's tough in those like the edges of the league to get numbers out, but it feels like people are traveling more. Scott would have about a 7 hour drive to get there.
Yeah, Kingston's a far one.
Make it a 90 so he has to show up.
I think anything far has to be at least a 90. I don't think you can run an 80 in Kingston.
No, you just wouldn't get the pull.
But yeah, we used to do like group Airbnbs and stuff. Just get like 10 people, stay in an Airbnb.
Oh, well, it used to be a fun one for that. They have their own kind of league going on now with Quebec though, so I think it's very more rare.
Yeah, we lost a lot of the Ottawa guys. But it's good they got their own thing going.
Dude, I really enjoy highlighting. If I could just highlight, I think I would do that.
Well, yeah, that's the fun part.
Yeah. Base coating is so boring and it looks so bad.
Yeah, it looks like a 12-year-old painted your model when you base coated.
That's what I just posted on our Instagram was basically a couple of base coated models. So it's not
Great. That'll get us more followers.
that'll get us more followers, man. And then I look through I like going through our feed like when I'm on the Council of North because it's literally all just miniatures
Yeah.
and seeing the stuff that we follow and then seeing the content that we put out. It's like, oh man, this is rough.
Yeah, it's nice having a second Instagram account that's like actually hobby related.
Yeah, you don't get all the family members posting baby photos on it, eh?
Yeah, that's what my feed is. Family members posting baby photos.
450. It's a weird thing to say, Scott, saying 450 max each way. You could just do 5 hours, but
But it's not 5 hours, it's 10 minutes less than that.
no, wait, I'm totally missing this. 450 what? Miles. Ugh, dude, start talking in kilometers, metric system.
What even is a 450 miles? I don't even know how long that is.
Let's take a guess. It's gonna be 700K.
I'll be honest, I don't even know how long that is.
Well, it's like 7 hours of driving, man.
How many kilometers is it from my house to your house? Like
I'm gonna guess two,
200?
725 kilometers.
You're close.
I'm gonna guess here 200 kilometers from me.
Yeah, 100 kilometers an hour. It's probably like 220 or something like that. This is great content. People just seeing the top of my head. Well, I get
And
to show
hearing
off. I get to show off that I'm
hearing
not balding yet.
talk about how far away we live from each other.
Dude, this is what people want to know.
Kingston would be cool to see another tournament in.
I
I
love
haven't been
Kingston.
since like we when we started in the league, man. That was like a long time ago. There used to be a guy named John that was there from there. The guy that worked in the army.
Is he like a super tall guy?
Yeah, yeah, big guy. He did the like counterintelligence, like the
Yeah, yeah. He worked for CSIS.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that guy. He was a cool guy.
yeah, really cool.
I remember talking to him. Or like we were like talking in a group. People were just like talking about jobs, and they asked him a question. He's like, "I can't tell you that." I'm like, oh, okay.
The only thing I really remember was one of the nights after a tournament we were all hanging out and it was when I don't know if the Snowden movie had just come out or if Snowden had just happened. No, the movie must have came out because people asked him like, "Oh, that like all the stuff in that movie, like that's pretty fake or whatever." Right? Like, not all of that actually happened. And then he just like looked at the whole room. He's like, "Yeah, like all of that is 100% real, and it's also so much worse than how they portrayed it." It's like, oh man, this is
Oh
like
yeah, 100%.
the most depressing topic to shift to from MESBG. Just how messed up the world is.
I feel like people who don't look at conspiracies at all are like super close-minded to how messed up the world is. You gotta be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, or else you're just a hobbit living in the Shire, which is fine, but the world is collapsing around you.
Oh, here we go. This is a great way to spend the last 3 minutes of our day. People get to see the real side of Andrew come out, the conspiracy Andrew.
You guys want to talk conspiracies at any tournament? Come up to me and ask me. Just start. Just start. I won't. I won't stop. You want to get me talking? Conspiracies. We'll go. We'll need some beers, but we'll go all day, all night.
Sign up to our sign up to our Patreon, and you'll get Andrew after dark.
Yeah, you can talk. We can talk conspiracies.
Dude, this army's gonna look good once I'm done. I'm It's a little cocky to say, but this is gonna these
Wow,
stalkers and Dark Marshal.
it's gonna
Blue's
be
my
crazy.
favorite color. It's gonna be good. Be really good. Do you have a favorite color, or are you like not nine anymore?
Nine? You mean like five? I feel like this is good content if you had your kids on.
Dude, blue. They can't make their minds up yet. They change all the time.
Yeah, kids like to change their mind about stuff, man. Like whatever influences them for the moment. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
blue. Like, oh no no. Like subconsciously they saw a red car that they liked. Like, oh no, my favorite color is red, but they don't know why.
yeah, dude. They're so. I don't ask them their favorite color anymore.
Um, I like blue. I'm a fan of blue. Um, I'm partial to red as well. I
Yeah,
like
and
black.
that's what you do whenever I ask you or Zach a question, even on this podcast too. It's always like, I ask you a very specific question. What's your favorite color? And then it's like, oh, well, it depends. It depends on the army list. It depends on how I feel that day.
Well, it's
I
true.
like
It
blue,
does.
but green's good too.
That's true.
We gotta have solid opinions for people to get upset about.
What color hair do Rivendell warriors have? Is it brown or is it blonde? I think it's brown.
Elrond is like brown or black.
Yeah. Well, he's
Arwen has black hair. Lindir has black hair. Yeah.
well,
Glorfindel has golden locks, doesn't he?
yeah, but he's an elf. Arwen and Elrond are half. They're half Numenor.
Lindir's an elf though. He was black haired.
He's black hair.
Trying to think of other elves.
I'm sure Tolkien wrote it down somewhere. Noldorn and Sindarin and Antrim typically have dark hair, range from deep brown to black. There we go. Okay, I'm doing one more color and then we're gonna call it. Brown hair. We can do. You know what? I'm gonna do black and I'll highlight it with brown. You want to do the outro?
I'm literally just texting my wife right now. I wasn't paying attention at all.
That's okay. Just do the outro.
Okay, how's this? Thanks to my wife for letting me paint tonight.
Yeah. Thanks, Jess.
Hanging out. Thanks for everybody that showed up. I think we're gonna call it here. Um, yeah, I don't even know what to say for an outro to a live one, but
Dude, we got an outro.
go to Oh yeah, it's literally written at the bottom of the page, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, but I meant plug our socials and stuff. Plug
This
the
is the
hobby
next
pyramid.
step. Let's edit this part out.
Can we leave it to
Yeah,
live?
yeah. Check out our hobby pyramid. Actually, we had someone reach out on on the last YouTube video about it, so people are still starting it. It's not too late to start. Uh,
Oh yeah, lots of time still.
Subscribe to our YouTube, Instagram. I just posted a really bad picture. Go like it. Uh,
No, go like mine. Mine's cool.
we have a mini-sode coming out tomorrow that Andrew's gonna edit. We
Mm-hmm.
have a full episode this Wednesday with a guest from California. We have uh, subscribe on YouTube. I think I said that already. Patreon. Get your dice.
But
That's it. Let's paint. Let's go paint your models.
wait, if you're doing the hobby pyramid and you don't live in Canada, tell people you're doing it. Tell one person you're doing it. No, tell two people you're doing it and show them. Okay, and they can tell two people.
Oh, here we go. This is
Okay, if you don't live in Canada and you go to an event and you're doing the hobby pyramid, spread the word. Tell them, show them the hobby pyramid. Be like, yeah, these hosers from Canada came up with this. Well, one hoser from Canada came up with it.
the
And
one thing Zach's done for us.
yeah, the only thing Zach has done for this entire podcast, almost literally. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, end it. End it. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Paint your models. Wait, but I'm not done this color yet. We gotta fill time for 10 more seconds.
Um, I won't be there, but go to May's second event. Uh, Chris Weens is going to run one in Kingston. Uh, I think that's about all the big things we figured out this live stream.
Yeah. Go. We have a new. We did a new event calendar. It's
Check
called.
out our pyramid scheme.
It's not a pyramid scheme.
That's what they're saying in the comments.
Who? It's not a pyramid scheme, guys. Okay. It's just a hobby pyramid. It's
That we're
fine.
going to monetize in some way.
Yeah. Tell your friends, and they can tell two friends, and they can. Maybe it is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm done the color. We can wrap it up now.
Okay, cool. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This was fun.
Yeah. Paint your models.
Picture models.
Goodbye.